Hey, alright there. I'm just going to do a video today on Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. And the one thing I'll say about this is I'm teaching it to you in standard tuning. The actual song itself is not quite in tune. It's tuned to the piano. So if you're going to try and play, if you tune this up to a tuner, try playing it with it first capo on or open. It's going to be out of tune. It's one of them weird songs. So if you want to play along to it, there might be on YouTube if you type in Don't Look Back in Anger 440 HZ, that means 440 Hertz, means that someone's tuned it, then that might be a little bit easier for you. But just a heads up, if you try playing along to this with the actual track, it's going to be out of tune. But anyway, so now that we got that stuff out of the way, so it's basically based around sort of a few fairly basic chords, but they're kind of difficult to nail and get smooth. So the first one is going to be the C over G chord. So what I've got is I'm playing the C shape, so third fret A, middle finger D, index finger, first fret B. Only difference is that I'm going to be using my little finger to play the third fret on the A, and then I'm going to be using my ring finger to play the third fret on the E. So we're going to be playing that G note, which is third fret E as well, so it sounds like this. Now, yeah, like any other chord, just spend a little while moving your hand around to get the positioning right, so that you've got a grip and all the notes are ringing out nicely. Might take a while, but just get it as good as you think you can get it, and then we'll move on to the next chord, which is... This one is called a F over C add 2. It's a bit of a crazy name, but the reason it's got an add 2 is because basically we could use that open G. Anyway, I'll just tell you what the fingers are. So we've got ring finger on third fret A, little finger on third fret D, index finger on first fret B. So we actually haven't changed that much. All we've done is we've moved these two fingers, ring finger and little finger, down, rather than from the E and the A string to the A and the D string, and just taking our middle finger off. So, okay. Also, you can add your middle finger onto the second fret G if you want, just to make an F chord. You can mix between the two, they both sound cool. I'm not sure what they actually do properly on the track, but this is kind of the rough idea. So it starts off between them two. So the strumming pattern is down, down, up, down. So it's quite complicated, but what I'd say is just try and vibe it with the 1 and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the... So just get your right arm moving, and then just kind of, it's going to be one bar, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each chord, and then just try and find your own rhythm with it, really. So it can kind of really be anything. I wouldn't like to sort of stick to one main strumming pattern. There probably is one, but I see this as a good opportunity to be able to just kind of explore with your own rhythms. So, but what you want is to make sure that that right hand's constantly going 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and then just hit whichever. So could be anything. And then we move to the next chord. And that. Okay, so now that we've done that twice, we're going to move on to the verse chords. So just spend a little while doing that, take your time with it, just getting into the swing of the song. And then we've got C over G, then to a G chord, just a normal chord. So this is just going to be half a bar on each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same concept with your right hand, just keep that 1 E and a 2 E going. And then we go to an A minor chord. So second fret, so just to double check, you know what a G is. So we've got middle finger and third fret E. index finger on 2nd fret A, although you can take that one off and just mute it if you want, that sounds fine as well. And then the rest are open except ring finger on 3rd fret B, little finger on 3rd fret A. So you end up with either with your index finger down or with it muted. So we've got C over G, so we're going to put middle finger on 2nd fret D, ring finger on 2nd fret G, index finger on 1st fret B. Now what we do is just take that same shape for an A minor and just move it down a string, so 2, 2, 1. This makes an E chord, so middle finger on 2nd fret A, ring finger on 2nd fret D, index finger on 1st fret G. So far we've got 1, 2, 3 instead of 3 there, but you know what I mean. Yeah, just focus on them 4 chords for a bit. You know, it's going to take a little while to get that together, and that's fine. So just do it in your own time, and you can just pause the video, and when you feel ready for it, and you can move on. So. And then we go. The F chord, which is that the 2nd chord of the intro. So you're going to put your middle finger down for this one, so it'll be 3 on A, 3 on D, ring finger, little finger, 2nd fret G with your middle finger, index finger on your 1st fret B. One thing I forgot to say before with this F chord, you don't want to have the E string ringing out, so you want to mute it with your index finger, or you can bar it on the 1st fret E. So if you bar it, it sounds like this, and if you mute it, it sounds like this. What we don't want is, it's a nice chord, but it's not the right one for the song. And then we go back to a G, and then back to a C over G, and then this is a quick bit. We go from an A minor to a G, but only 1, 2. Okay, so 1 beat. So the whole thing, the whole verse progression is C, let me do that again. C, G, A minor, E, F, G, C over G, A minor. Okay, so there's quite a lot of chords there, so that might take a little second, which is fine. Like I said, just do it in your own time. And it just kind of repeats that. Singing, but that's sort of to give you an idea of how it sounds over the vocals. And then we just repeat that same thing again, and then we'd be on to the pre-chorus. So yeah, like just take your time with that, and then when you feel ready, this is the pre-chorus. So we go back to the F over C, so 3, 3, 2, 1, 3 on A, 3 on D, 2 on G, 1 on B, and either bar down or mute it. 2, so again this is just half a bar, so 1, 2, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bar down. We have to bar now because we're going to play an F minor, which is a bit harder. So with your index finger, you're going to be barring down on the 1st fret on the G and the B string. So we've got, so that's what it looks like from that to that. So you're just moving from your your middle finger, which is there, is coming off, and your index finger is taken over on that 1st fret. And again, just half a bar on each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go back to that C over G. Repeat again. F minor to C. One more time. next bit. That's for a whole bar, so a whole bar on G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to an E major chord, so open E, 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D, 1st fret G. So that's it. So we've got the last run to G. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I might have said half a bar. That's a whole bar on that E. And then now we've got half a bar in A minor. So we just need to move that same shape, remember, up the string. So now it's 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B, starting from the A string down. So, and then G, then to the F over C, bar, then G for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're into the chorus. So I'll just play that whole pre-chorus for you. So yeah, it's quite a lot going on, but great song. So it's worth spending the time learning. And it's one of them songs that's like, you play that at any party or whatever, any event, and you'll have the whole place sing along because it's everyone loves it. So it's worth knowing. But yeah, like I said before, just take your time with it. There's no rush. And yeah, so now we're into the chorus, and this is like the last bit. So C, half a bar, and we've kind of it's the same chords as the verse actually, I think. So C, G, A minor, E, F, G, C over G, A minor, G. Yeah, so it's actually the exact same chords over as the verse. Yeah, and then so yeah, that's essentially like the whole song really. So once you've got that verse bit nailed, then you've got the chorus as well. So yeah, just jam that and then have a go at the structure as well if you want. But if I were you, I would just work on getting the parts down, getting the actual chord progressions down, because the structure is the easy part essentially. The hard part is learning the chords and learning the changes and getting your right hand synced up properly. So I never really properly think about the strumming pattern of what I'm doing. I kind of just try and fit it along with the vocals is the other thing. So I guess I'm just trying to feel what flows best, but basically keeping the right amount of time on each chord, whether it be a bar or half a bar. Yeah, I hope this helps, and if it's, if some bits are confusing, just rewind it, go back, and yeah, just pause it wherever you need to, and yeah, I hope this helps. Thanks very much. I'll see you in a bit.